Okay, fair enough. Okay, Fast and Furious 6. This really does start punching now. So the gang is happily retired in countries with no extradition. They've got shitload of cash, all of them. The Rock shows up out of nowhere, knows where they are, and says, Letty's still alive.
Stir the pot. Stir that pot.
Letty appears to be working for bad guy Owen Shaw, played by Luke Evans, who The Rock is now hunting, and the gang join forces with The Rock only if they get pardons all round.
I mean, it's a sweet deal.
It's a sweet ass deal. Yeah. Then Dom finally tracks Letty down, but she's got amnesia. The final showdown takes place on the world's largest runway, which I know Craig's going to speak about, chasing the world's largest plane with harpoon guns. They defeat Shaw, toss him out the plane. He's not dead, don't worry. And Dom drives out the burning jumbo jet unscathed.
Fantastic.
I was to say, it again, now we're just at the point where these films are fine and good fun. Right? I'm not going to go into them and say...
Decision's been made.
Yeah. But I will say, there was a thing that came up years ago now, and someone actually took the time to work out how fast them cars and the plane was going to how long this runway would have had to have been.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm sure it was around about 14 miles long for it to actually have happened like that. And the harpoon guns, yes, may hinder a plane in real life, but they're not. It's not going to stop that from taking off because a couple of cars got some harpoons in it.
No way.
You at least try.
I completely
It
agree.
barely gets anywhere, and then the whole driving out of it is on fire. It's just that's the only bit I remember about that film. I don't remember anything else in it.
I mean, as soon as he's on the plane, that's it. He's got away.
Yeah.
Or call the army in. If he's so dangerous, they can just stop that plane, just ground it.
You wouldn't call in a load of street racers to stop the plane, would you?
No.
I do one thing. One of my favourite parts of this is I don't know if you remember it's in London at the beginning.
Yes,
and they've got F1 cars.
Yeah, and he's got that like wedge.
Literally,
car,
they'll drive at you and spin you.
One.
And it's brilliant. And he's not bad, Luke. He's quite a good. He's a step ahead of them. The FBI right hand woman of The Rock is actually working for. A twist and turn again is working for Owen Shaw. So yeah, not bad, but it's very ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
So if you hadn't realised it after 5, now you know.
Yeah.
And you call your dad again.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Right, ready for the next. Okay. With their full pardons, the gang are back in LA. Classic Dom barbecue, Coronas, family is...
And no one got their house, so you managed to get back to the same family house.
Yeah, lucky.
Yep, it was just there. Obviously, no one decided to buy it, rent it out, whatever the lease said. Full pardons are all back in. But wait. Owen Shaw has a bigger, badder brother, Jason Statham, a.k.a. Deckard Shaw.
I would have to agree. He is bigger and badder. I would have to agree.
He kills about 83 agents in the hospital at the beginning to show just how bad he is, and he walks out with his full suit still buttoned. And he pays a visit to The Rock instantly, grenades him out of the building. Rock's not dead though, don't worry.
Of course.
The timeline gets cleared up a bit as it jumps back to Tokyo, and turns out he was the one to run Han off the road, and then
for some reason
kill him,
inverted commas. Is
this the one that actually makes number 3 like number 6?
Yeah, because it's before this moment. Yeah. So, and in comes the secret of all secret agents, Mr. Nobody, aka Kurt Russell, to provide support and aid to Dom, the crew, to bring down Deckard Shaw. Again, they need this gang, to bring down this renowned killing machine. Unstoppable man. They need this crew from LA.
Makes sense.
They have an epic showdown on the streets of LA at the end, which is quite good. And Dom and Deckard have a one-on-one street fight. Dom being the victor, and they arrest Shaw.
They're done. They've got the pardon. They've got their money. What's the issue? Just if you get the phone call, just say, "I'm done. I'm all right."
Well, it's because he's coming for them. So Deckard's coming for each of them, for revenge.
Just get an FBI detail on him.
Is this the one with the really long bridge and they had the tank? You know when Vin Diesel jumped across?
No, that's 6. So let's wait. That needs a mention.
Yes.
So Owen Shaw is in a tank.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and they're on this really weird bridge, and then explain it. Go.
So then, so Letty's driving one way, getting away from it, driving towards the tank. Vin's driving down the other side, trying to catch up and get in front. The tank crushes her car. At the same time, he crashes his on the other side of the bridge. A big gap in the middle.
Massive.
It's and they both crash at the centre parting bit, and they fly. Well, Vin flies across and manages to grab her out of midair and then land on the bonnet of the other one, and they're fine. It's just not how physics work.
No.
If they both went like that, the momentum, like if they come across the momentum of Vin, wouldn't carry them back. They just go and just fall down like into the middle and die.
I must admit,
It's a bad moment.
Even us, me and Craig, who do love it, there are certain moments, that being one of the standouts, where even you do go, "Ooh, that was a bit." I found that hard to even believe in this crazy world.
Yeah.
It was a bit silly. But yeah, okay. So anything on the 7? I'm trying to think. Oh, got to mention The Rock. When he sees it going down in LA, he turns to his daughter and goes, "Daddy's got to work," and then flexes his arm out of the cast because earlier, as I said earlier, he got grenaded out of a 8th-floor window and only broke his arm. Apparently didn't because he's fine.
He's fine.
And then steals an ambulance, crashes an ambulance off the bridge onto a Predator drone, then pulls the Gatling gun off the Predator drone, and then says to Michelle Rodriguez's character, "I am the cavalry," and starts walking towards.
It's a pretty good scene.
I love it.
And also, at the same time that's happening, you've got Vin Diesel versus Jason Statham on top of the car park.
Why have they got 2 sword things each?
Well, one, because they crash their cars and Jason Statham grabs like a railing out of concrete, and Vin just pulls some metal shards out of his car.
No, Dom's got 2 massive spanners. He's
Oh,
got
that's
2,
it.
But yeah, you're right. Jason Statham
must pull some scrap metal out of his
Why
car.
are we now doing dual sword
know.
fights?
But there's just one bit in that is just, I mean, it's all a bit ridiculous, but when he stamps the floor off the concrete of a car park and it starts crumbling away.
Do you remember what he says to him before he Hulk smashes the ground?
No, I know it's something.
Are you ready
silly.
for this?
Go on.
The street always wins.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Oh my god. Again, it's
dear.
another moment. You're enjoying it up to that, and then you sort of do cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is a moment. I'm not going to defend that.
Did it take the fun out of it? No, it doesn't.
And I think this was one of the ones that I think made like $1 billion as well.
Yeah, I think the last 2 did.
Yeah. Right. Fast and Furious 8. This is it. This is the penultimate. We're about to get Fast and Furious 9. This is where we are. This is where it ends. So, following Fast and Furious 7, the gang and Hobbs are hired yet again on a secret mission as they get up to their usual shenanigans and horseplay. But wait, this time, at the end of the mission, Dom goes rogue and takes out Hobbs and gets him arrested. Turns out Charlize Theron's character, I can't remember the name, I just off memory this was, has kidnapped Dom's Brazilian ex-cop, ex-girlfriend, played by Chris Hemsworth's wife.
She was in 5, wasn't she?
Yeah, Malia, the Brazilian, that don't seem like too much leverage.
No.
So what do? Baby.
Yeah. Hey, the man's got to have a motive.
Yeah, but he was with her for a while anyway. So Baby's in the mix. That's
Got rid of her quick though when Letty turned up.
Not half, yeah. So Dom's obviously being controlled by this leverage. Hobbs goes to prison for a bit following the kerfuffle they had at the beginning mission. Is put in a cell opposite none other than Deckard Shaw. That's just bad logic.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on. They have an epic jailbreak and the 2 escape. This was all a plan by Mr. Nobody, a.k.a. again, Kurt Russell. He's back, and he wants them to team up again to bring down Dom this time. The gang go up against hacked submarines at the end, but Dom has a pair of guardian angels that rescue the baby from the airplane. It's the Shaw brothers. They use Falcon... Like Falcon in Marvel, they use that type of technology, wingsuits, and get into the plane and steal the baby. Before that, to show her power, Charlize Theron shoots the Brazilian woman in the head. So make Dom
Elsa
really
Pack,
go for it.
yeah.
That's it. And yeah, so but then this is cool. Shaw, not Shaw, Deckard Shaw with a fight scene holding the baby is very enjoyable.
It's cringy, but it's good. Ain't the baby got like headphones on, so it's got the music on.
Yeah. And he says stuff like, "Is that you? Did you shoot yourself, or is it him?" and stuff.
Baby fine?
Yeah,
Baby's fine.
yeah. Baby's absolutely fine. Then I think he jumps out the plane with it.
It does.
And
Yeah.
baby's fine. Cool. Yeah. Just get the air pressure. It's fine.
Hearing the news of the guardian angels, Shaw brothers saving the baby, Dom's ready for payback and races in to save the day. But Charlize Theron's character escapes and leads us into Fast 9.
Now this one took the piss.
Oh, without question.
This
When
was
they
the
went-
point, was it?
Yes, no, we all knew it was ridiculous, but going up against a nuclear sub... Actually, there's one moment in this that's even worse.
Please.
And it's the missile or torpedo or whatever's being fired at them on the ice, and The Rock just kicks it away.
Oh yeah, I remember you showed me that bit.
That's awful.
I don't know in what world. I know this is a mad world. I know that, and we all know that. But that bit is standout, I believe, of the whole 8 saga because, as Craig said, torpedo comes up, and you're a human. You wouldn't say to the man driving, right, you drive and get me close to that torpedo that's now sliding across ice.
Yeah.
And I'll redirect it perfectly to hit a car.
Yeah.
You would just move away from it.
Whoa,
just
whoa,
drive
whoa.
away. But there's some crazy bits in that, and that one, when you get to the old nuclear submarine bit and driving on ice, and what always gets me with the Fast and Furious films, especially this last one, is all the villains have all got machine guns, torpedoes and that. None of them have a gun, apart from The Rock. None of them have a gun. They just have cars. That's all they have.
True.
And for some reason, Tyrese decides to have a bright orange Lamborghini for this mission across the ice. And they're not the most grippy of cars on normal roads, let alone ice.
I am going to end it with me before I give it to you to say anything last minute you want to say on this saga. Again, we know me and Craig love it, so I'm not going to say too much on it. But there is one thing I did forget to mention, which was my favourite and most ridiculous moment in the saga. Abu Dhabi.
Oh, of course.
This was Fast and Furious 7. They need to get the God's Eye, which is this tech that can hack every camera, phone, ATM, whatever. It's in this car. And they're in this Abu Dhabi, 3 tall buildings, and they end up driving the car through each building as they go because the brakes go.
Stupid.
That was, again, it looked brilliant, but it was that's another moment when I went, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Even I did.
It's ridiculous.
Can we just say for 7, though, it had some fantastic moments regarding Brian O'Connor and Paul Walker. The ending is iconic, and it's very sad. And some of even the stuff they did with the facial CGI, because it was his brother playing a lot of his standing moments, and Paul Walker's face. It doesn't look ropey. There's a few moments where you can notice it, but it did a really good job with that, and it's very sad.
I think Connor needs to end this with that song going out.
Yeah.
Never see you again. But I agree. I even watched a little bit. I didn't watch it, but I caught the ending of it the other day, and it's the bit on the beach with
the kid,
and obviously as Craig said, it's his brother at that point, but it's obviously looks like Paul Walker, and it's got the baby and stuff, and it goes to each person. They're looking at Paul. Brian, but Paul, and then it is very touching, and then that moment is brilliant. Well, it made it, we spoke about it in our iconic moments, didn't we? So.
And we all know the song. I think it went to number 1 all around the world, and it was only because of that. Because I said before, I know we're running out of time for this YouTube video, but just quickly, every other Fast and Furious film, especially in England, you'd go out to the car park, and there'd be all these boys in their Fiestas, Z-Techs, and revved up things, and they all went in the car park going, just revving it up. This one, everyone come out crying.
Yeah, agreed.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Men, grown men.
I was like, it's all right. I'm okay.
Anything you want to end up on, Com?
End the saga. That's it. It's done.
Well, we've got 10 and 11 to go,
Bye. No, obviously, as we said at the beginning, like, subscribe, follow us on the socials at Weekly Cut. We get it in the UK on the 23rd. So we're going to do something a little bit special. We're going to get it out as quick as we can. We'll get it up on the socials to make sure you know when. But obviously, this is a good video to watch because now you've had a full recap and hopefully a laugh. And then we'll watch Fast and Furious 9 and we'll see where it's going to take us.
Yep.
Are you going to be watching it, Con?
No.
He was ready to press the end button.
Thanks for listening, people.
Brilliant. Thank you.